Good morning, my friends. It's Becky. Welcome back to my channel. On my channel, I am on my good midlife crisis, where I am journeying through my 40s, working oh so hard to get my poop in a group. To do this, I have been working on my physical, my financial, and my mental health. Today is Friday, June the 6th, and we're going to be doing a financial health check-in. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you are new, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. And I hope that you find this interesting, entertaining, and helpful, mostly helpful, but also interesting and entertaining. If you're not new, thanks for being back. Thanks for joining me again. And I love you. Actually, I love all of you. Um, okay, it's 7:27, so I'm gonna try to not ramble as much as normal because y'all, I'm gonna switch this up. So for those of you who are returning, I am actually going out of town on Thursday. If y'all watched my June budget setup first, thanks. Thank you. Love you. Um, but y'all, I don't know where my head was. I didn't realize it when I was filming that, but man, I was a mess when I was filming that video. Everything was just absolutely all over the place, and my paydays were marked on the wrong day. Father's Day was marked on the wrong day, though in my defense, that's because I was told that Father's Day was on Sunday, which is why we decided to do our crochet meetup on that Saturday. But that's why I had that in my head that that was Father's Day. But like I forgot to put Seth's money in June. I'm like just everything was all over the place. Everything was chaotic. But I'm sorry about that. But thanks for watching, and I hope you got to laugh at me a little bit. I laughed at me when I watched it back. I was like, what was I doing? I promise I was not drinking when I made that video or when I set up that budget because I didn't do those on the same day. And I didn't catch it. I don't know what I was doing. But anyway, thanks for watching it. Thanks for the comments. Also, thank you for the comments on last week's video. I did respond to all of them except for Libby's because Libby, your comment was super long and I was very tired. And not that there's anything wrong with long comments. I really appreciate that you put a lot of thought into your comment. I just did not have the brain power to respond to it last night, so I will do that this evening. But I did read it, and so thank you for that. And I will think about what you said, and I will respond. But just a quick acknowledgement of what you said. I know that I know that I do spend money on dining out, but to me that is an important outlet. Like it's important for me to get out of my house because I work from home. Um, and I have already cut back significantly on dining out. So while it is somewhere that I do try to cut down on, it is not something that I am willing to cut out of my budget completely. So I'm still going to budget for it if I can leave it in my budget and not go out for dinner, then that's fantastic and I will, but I don't think that I can, for me, cut it out, at least not yet. Maybe if I can find myself not doing it for a couple of months, like budgeting it and not going out, maybe then at that point I'll be like, you know what, I can cut it down because that's when I used to budget $50 a week and I found myself consistently not spending it. I was able to cut it down and not really miss that extra $10 a week, and I was fine with it. So maybe that's something that I will be able to work myself up to, but I just don't think that I am ready to just cut it down to once a month at this point, especially not the ecclesial because and I know it's been a long time since I said this. So maybe, and I know you watch a lot of other channels, so I don't expect you to remember just this about me. But to me, the meal out after church is very important for the fellowship aspect because church, like the actual, like Christ's Last Supper, that was a meal. Like, so that's a big, to me, that's an important part of church is going out for a meal with everybody afterwards. So if everybody is going, I want to have the money available to myself to go. And a lot of times we don't go. A lot of times that money does get rolled back into my budget. But I want it available if we do go. So that money, the reason I don't include that in my dining out money is because that to me is a completely separate thing from the dining out. That is not included in my dining out money. That is included in my church money. So, um, we'll see. We'll see about the dining out. But anyway, I wanted to acknowledge your comments since I didn't actually get a chance to respond to it last night. I read it, I was processing it. Um, and I was just, I was so tired last night. And I actually, this is not in response to your comment, but I actually like tweaked my back yesterday. And I don't know if I did this at the gym because it wasn't hurting yesterday morning. It didn't start hurting until yesterday, like late morning, early afternoon. And I don't know if I sat funny or if I did hurt it at the gym and it just didn't start hurting until later. But my back was really bothering me last night. And so I took a long hot shower and took some ibuprofen and I just wanted to get to bed. So like I was just in hurt. I was in hurt. I was in pain in my back and I just wanted to go to bed. So I didn't want to I didn't want to not acknowledge your comments. So thank you everybody for your comments. Thank you for pointing out that my website was backwards. So I have fixed my website. I actually read that comment last week and fixed it last week. So if you watched my weigh-in video on Wednesday, you'll notice that I had already fixed it because I fixed it last week. So my website is tgmlc.com, not tgmcl or tglmc. It's tgmlc.com. That is my website. It does still have the Mother's Day, but you should still check it out and follow some links and check out my stuff. I do have my Clever Fox affiliate link up there, and I am going to be buying another planner. I am still doing my gratitude journaling, but I want to start doing some fitness journaling, maybe some food prep journaling, because now I am also doing intermittent fasting and I want to do some meal planning. And I'm going to get something for Jaden. Jaden is graduating on the Friday, which is why I'm going up to Washington, which is why, coming back to the budget, y'all, why I am going to be doing 2 weeks worth of bills this week. So normally, when you come and you watch my videos, I do 1 week at a time. So I'm paid bi-weekly, but I budget weekly just because that works better for my brain to break my money out because if I see a large chunk of money, my brain is like, we have all this money, let's go spend it. But because I won't be here next week, I'm not going to have a video next week, so I'm sorry, I'm going to miss y'all. But I want to go ahead and budget out my bills and finish budgeting out my sinking funds for the month. So I'm not going to put my envelopes. I'm not going to do my like weekly spending because I will spend that. I know I will. If I put it all in here, I'm going to spend it. But I am going to go ahead and budget out all my bills and all my sinking funds for the next 2 weeks just to get that done so I don't forget to do it. Because Friday's going to be really busy for me next week because that's the actual day of graduation. I think we're planning a hike in the morning. There's probably going to be a dinner, something going on afterwards. So it's going to be a really busy day for me. And I don't want to forget to do my budgeting. So, don't worry if you're new. I know I talk a lot. I am sorry. Also, that's just who I am. I'm going to try to put some timestamps below so y'all can just jump around to the budget if you want to. Um, but I do talk a lot. So, that being said, it is 7:34 and I actually don't have any bills this week. There's no bills this week. Um, but I do have all of the sinking funds to budget out and I have my savings because it is a paycheck week, obviously, and I have all of my weekly expenses and then my paycheckly expenses and then next week's bills to do. So, let's go ahead and get into it. What updates do I have? What have I talked about? I don't even remember. I did rewatch last week's video, but I don't think I have anything to update y'all on. My crochet is going really well. I have decided I was talking about the pattern that I had picked out to try to do for crochet. It is not easy, y'all. I don't know what they were talking about. That is not a pattern for beginners. So you have to carry the colors, which I have learned how to do to carry colors. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted some pictures of my practice of carrying colors. Um, I've got that, I think. It's not perfect, but I can do it. But the yarn that it calls for is like fuzzy. And it's so thin. I don't know if anybody crochets, but it's like a fuzzy thin yarn and it's a multicolor yarn. And then you have to switch colors literally every 3 stitches. I can't. I was like, I don't know how this is supposed to be an easy beginner pattern. I can't tell where I am and it's all bumpy now and I'm lost and I'm like, this is not a beginner pattern. So I'm gonna try to find something else to do. Um, because I can't do that one. So that's my crochet update. I'm not giving up on crochet. I'm just gonna save that yarn and pattern for when I have more experience and I can figure out what I'm doing. Um, but I'll do something more simple. Turns out blankets are much easier to do than this bag. That's my update on that. Emmett is doing really well with his diabetes, and as far as I know, my friend is still coming in. I need to check in with her and make sure she's still up for coming on Thursday. Or I think she's supposed to come in on Wednesday, and she's going to stay with him while we're out of town this week. Um, and those are my updates for my life. How is your life going? I hope your life is going well and you have fun plans this weekend. Let's get into the budget. I'm going to shrink myself up into the corner so y'all can see the fantastic app that is YNAB, and we'll get started. I'll be right back. Gotta find my pause button. Hey, here we are in YNAB. Wouldn't be Becky if I didn't go on about YNAB for a whole minute. So, what this is my digital way of cash stuffing. This is You Need a Budget, or YNAB. And this is how I keep track of my money because I am not a cash budgeter. One of the comments that somebody put on my June budget setup video is that it's funny how different people react differently to cash. And I agree. Most of the people in the budgeting community are cash budgeters, and that's awesome. And I wish I could use cash. Like, I legitimately watch these people with their cash envelopes and I'm like, I want to do that so badly. If you've been here for a long time, you may remember very briefly I had cash, like play cash, and I was trying to do cash envelope stuffing because it looks so fun. I want to do it. But I know me well enough and I've tried to do cash randomly, like pull some cash out and use it. I blow cash. My brain does not recognize that cash is real money. To me, when I see a bank balance go down, that is when my brain is like, "Ooh, we have to be careful. Like this bank balance is going down." But when I see cash in my wallet deplete, that's just that doesn't mean anything to my brain. My brain's just like, "Well, that's just the cash. The money's in the bank. The cash is nothing. That's just what's in the wallet. The money is in the bank." It doesn't mean anything. But I know like the consensus in the budgeting community is that it's supposed to mean more when the physical cash is depleted and swiping a card doesn't mean anything, but that's not how my brain works. So I digitally cash stuff, money, and this is how I do it. I leave my money in my bank and then I put it into envelopes here, and you can set up your envelopes however you want. This is completely customizable. Um, these are how I do it. Everybody's are different. And you put it in here however you want. I do it bi-weekly. You can do it monthly. You can do it weekly. You can do it every single day, however you want to do it. Um, how often you get paid, however you want. If you, after looking at this, want to try this out, you think it looks interesting to you, there's a link in my description that will get you 34 days for free to try it out, completely risk-free. They won't ask you for any payment information, so they can't charge you. At the end of that trial, if you do want it, you can sign up using that link and you'll get an additional 30 days for free. So you'll end up with 64 days for free if you've used my link. And then they'll also send me 30 days for free. And I know I just got an email yesterday that somebody did sign up for your free trial. So I really hope that you are enjoying it, setting it up. If you have questions, reach out to me. I love talking about YNAB, which is why I make these videos. So if you decide you don't want it, then no harm, no foul. Just stop signing in and it goes away and they can't charge you for it. So, um, that's all I'm going to say about it. But again, if you have questions, reach out to me. There are a ton of other people who make budgeting videos. YNAB has their own channel um, with a lot of instructional videos. Some are funny, some are just informative. It just depends on what kind you're looking for. They also have, because different people learn differently, they have like written instructions. However you want it, they have, you can learn from them. So let's go ahead and get started. I have $1,755.98 to budget today. And like I said, I am going to budget out this week's weekly expenses this week and next week's bills, which I don't actually have any bills for this week, and then this month's sinking funds. That's what I'm going to budget today. I have two overspent categories. These are for monthly expenses that ended up popping up that I had to buy last week, but I knew I was going to be filling them this week, so I just left them overspent instead of covering them. So every week I give myself $40 for dining out. I did end up going out for dinner last week, but I don't have any plans to go out for dinner this week because I am I am intermittent fasting, and I am intermittent fasting starting at like 2:30 or 3 o'clock because I've decided I really like breakfast. I really like breakfast, especially now that I'm going to the gym. And well, now I've been going to the gym for like 2 years, but like I really like breakfast. So I stop eating in the afternoon and I don't really eat dinner. So I may go out for lunch, but I probably won't go out for dinner for the most part. Um, so I don't know how this dining out is going to go. So I may stop going out for dinner. So we'll see. I will for sure be going out for dinner when I am in Washington. So this whole intermittent fasting thing is not going to be going on when I'm in Washington this week. So we'll see how that goes. Groceries, I give myself $100 every week for groceries. Fund money, $10 every week for groceries. Ecclesial expenses, I am not filling this week or next week because I am not going to be at my church this week because I am going to a church function out of town for we're having a gathering, and then next week I'm going to be in Washington. So, um, yeah, I'm not going to be here. Gas, I give myself $25 every paycheck for gas. Actually, did I say I'm giving myself $30? I am giving myself $30. So I'm going to put five more dollars in here. $30 this paycheck. Self-care, I give myself $25, not $258, $25 every paycheck for gas. Pet expenses, I've already filled for the month, and household, I have already filled for the month and filled and spent for the month because I had a whole lot of stuff I had to buy for the house this month. I actually ended up needing $160. YouTube expenses, I normally give myself $30, but I have decided to stop that, and I am not sure what I'm going to do. Oh, that's another comment. So somebody, and now I can't even remember who it was. Oh my goodness. Yes, I think it was Yes. Was it Yes? Oh, I can't remember who it was. Somebody awesomely asked if I have a an Amazon wish list or just a wish list of things that I would like for like stickers and things. And that is so, so kind. I do not. But I will put one together and I will share it if anybody wants to buy me stickers or things for my channel. No obligation to buy me anything, obviously, ever. But I will find some things and share them if anybody does want to buy that. But again, please don't feel like you have to buy me anything. Like this, me saying I'm cutting things out of my budget is not me asking y'all to buy them for me. That is just me sharing how I am planning to save money. But I hope that y'all are also saving money. So this is not me asking you to buy me things. This is just me saying how I am saving money. But I understand because I also enjoy buying things for people. It makes me happy. So if you want to, thank you. I would appreciate it. And I will create an Amazon wish list at some point, and I will share them, and I will let you know when I have that ready. But I do not have one because I did not anticipate anybody asking me for that. So, but I will put one together. So thank you very much for that. That is super kind. Um, so anyway, but no, I do not have one. So, but I do not have any. I'm not putting any money in this for right now, but I do still have last month's $30. Stuff I forgot to budget for already. Um, I've already funded that for the month. Okay, so here are my bills. Once a month bills. Again, I don't have anything due this week. This week goes from the 7th, which is today, through the 13th, which is next week. But the next week goes from the 14th through the 20th. So I'm going to fund everything all the way up through the 20th, which are my Microsoft OneDrive slash my Instant Ink. So this gets $10 every month. And then my Planet Fitness, which is my gym membership, this is $27.11. I'm going to fund this. And I'm going to do that hitting my underfunded button, $27.11. And this, I can use this button, the underfunded, because I have a target set up because I know exactly how much it is every month. That's all I have to fund for bills this time around. And again, if I wasn't doing next week's budget with me, um, I wouldn't have to fill those two. I would have no bills to pay this month. Okay, now we're going to go down to my sinking funds section. Because I didn't have a paycheck last week, so I didn't have anything to fill. So sinking funds, I give myself, well, this isn't really a sinking fund. This is just a once a month. I give myself $100 every month for gifts and giving. And how I do this is I put $100 in my gifts and giving section and then I snooze this target, which, oh, I don't need to snooze it because it's full. But then if I spend any money, I move it down to where it goes. So I bought my niece like a Burst electric toothbrush for her birthday last year, 2 years ago. I can't even remember. This is my niece, Tiffany, tip. And then every month or every 3 months, it ships her like like a refill, a head refill, like an electric toothbrush head, and then it charges. It shipped last week, and so it shipped last week, and it was $8.66. So I'm gonna move $8.66 down to my Tiffany category from my gifts and giving. I'm going to cover that. So I want to snooze this. I don't want it to ask me for more money. Where is snooze? Oh, there it is. I don't want gifts and giving to ask me for any more money. I only want to put $100 in this target, in this category. And I don't want to put any money in these sections. I just want to move money from here down as I go. Um, and there we go. So if I spend anything in birthdays, I'll move it from gifts and giving down into my birthday section. And I learned this tip from Kaylee and Shay over at It's Just Finance. And I will link their channel below if you are interested in learning more from them. They are fellow YNABers and they are killing their budget. They are doing so good. So they have their budget set up this way, and I was like, that is a fantastic way of doing it, and I love it. Holiday giving is my Christmas fund that I put $85 every month into. So that way, when Christmas comes around, I am ready to go. And I also do a little bit of shopping throughout the year. I found some things at, we have a little Old Town Festival where little vendors come, not little vendors, but vendors come, and I did some shopping this past weekend in my town. It's called Leander Old Town Street Festival or something like that, and local vendors, local shops come, and I found some cool handcrafted, like one of a kind items that you're not going to find again, and so I picked up some things when I was there. I spent $75 apparently, but I got some gifts when I was there. Yeah. So it's nice to have funding earlier in the year so you can pick up gifts throughout the year and you don't have to like worry about waiting until December or November to start your Christmas shopping. Um, okay. Now I'm gonna go down here. That's not due till the 21st, which I won't have to fund right now. Uh, okay. I bought some clothes, but again, I knew I was going to be putting $25 into my clothing fund. I bought some sunglasses at Old Navy and I bought some, what did I buy at Old Navy? Sunglasses and, oh, a shirt. I bought a shirt, because they had a shirt for $5. And I was like, yeah, that's cute. And some sunglasses and some socks that were on clearance. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. I can't get my foot up this high, but they're like, just take my sock off. I'm wearing one of them right now. They were on clearance and they're like polka dots. I love polka dots. They had some polka dots and some socks, some stripes, and these have like elastic around the ankles. And so one of my biggest pet peeves is when you're wearing socks and they like roll down and go down underneath your foot and it drives me bonkers. Um, anyway, these don't do that. And so I was like, yes, I'm buying those. So I got some socks and a shirt and some sunglasses. Anyway, that's what I bought. And so I needed to put some money into the most expensive thing that I bought that day were my sunglasses, which is ironic because they were the only thing that were on sale. Um, anyway, I need to do that. I am putting $200 into my vacation category because I am going to Washington this week. So I need to be funded for that. I am putting $50 into car maintenance. I need to start paying back for my Firestone expense from last month. Passport renewal gets $1.07. Is it $1.77? Whatever it is. Where is my Target? Underfunded $1.77 every month for renewing my passport when it is time for that in a couple of years. Technically, one of the things you can do with YNAB, my goodness, y'all, I forgot the word for YNAB. If you have all of your targets set, is I can just hit this button right here. It will tell me how much I am underfunded for every category in here. And I can just hit this underfunded button. I am underfunded $65.05. This will fill my Mission Lane, my Amazon Prime, my Walmart Plus, my Planet Fitness annual fee. So I have a Planet Fitness membership that they charge me every month, but then once a year in August, they have a like an annual fee that is due. My Power Suite, which is my editing software, Costco, my registration and inspection, which is this is my registration and my inspection for my car, and then my Find Me Gluten Free, which is the app that I use because I have celiac disease. It helps me find restaurants where it's safe for me to eat. $65.05. If I hit this button, it will put in all the money that I need this month. So I'm just Look at that. It fills all of those to green. I love this app. I love this app so much. And I don't have to sit there and put them all in. Emergency fund, I put $52 every month in here to start saving. And then each of my great nephews, I give them, it's saying they're fully funded, but they're not. And I don't know why it says that. I give them each $2 every paycheck. I am saving their ages. Nope, that was only $1. I am saving $2 every week. I'm sorry, $1 every week, so $2 every paycheck for them. Um, Joe will be 2 in October, and then once he turns 2, I'll start saving $2 every week, so this will be $4 every paycheck. But for right now, it's still $2 a paycheck. Taxes, I save $25 every paycheck. Y'all, that is everything, and that leaves me 90605, which is more than I said I should have. So I feel like, oh, that's because I haven't done my, yep, that's right. That's about $150 more than I said I should have because I haven't done my cash envelopes for next week because I'm not filling those because I'll spend them if I do that. So that is everything. Everything for the next 2 weeks for my sinking funds and for my bills. Okay, it's 7:55. I did it, guys. We did it. We have enough time to where I can log into work. I hope y'all have a fantastic weekend. Do you have anything fun planned? I'm going to go look at patterns for an easier crochet. I'm going to go to I'm going to get my house cleaned up and get packed for Washington. And I'm going to go to my church gathering retreat thing that I have going on. What are y'all doing? I hope it's something fun. I hope it's something relaxing. Um, and I love you. I hope y'all have a fantastic weekend. And I will talk to y'all later. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out my website. And if you're interested in trying out YNAB, check out that link below. I love y'all, and I will talk to you later. Bye.